we're expecting what everybody's been saying is a tsunami of evictions.
Tonight, community groups and homeless shelters are bracing for a wave of families who may be forced out of their homes in the weeks ahead as we start to see even greater impacts from the pandemic. If you are someone who's afraid you might lose your home, there are resources available to help you, with people working in North Florida to help hundreds of families rebound from these tough financial times.
And so after Michael, we saw a similar, situation where people were losing their housing.
2 years ago, Hurricane Michael forced families in the Big Bend out of their homes. Now, Stephanie Johnson says a new storm is brewing that could be just as powerful.
We're very worried about it, and we know landlords are worried about it too.
She's the managing attorney of the Tallahassee Office for Legal Services of North Florida. And she says the calls for eviction advice have increased dramatically since the start of the pandemic.
But in Tallahassee, we get about 5 a day these days. And, back before COVID, we probably got maybe 5 a month.
People asking what to do when they're served eviction papers. Since March, there have been nearly 800 eviction cases filed in Leon County. RENEE Miller is helping people who have run out of options.
We do have people who are being evicted.
She's the executive director of City Walk Urban Mission in Tallahassee.
Maybe their unemployment's run out, or they were some that didn't get unemployment, or their jobs or businesses haven't recovered.
And once you're out on the street in the middle of the pandemic, finding help can feel impossible. That's why Barbara Allen turned to City Walk last month.
I found a couple of rides which brought me into Tallahassee.
While she wasn't evicted from her home, for people looking for a place to live, choices are limited.
Not only did the pandemic it influenced where nobody really had a place to stay, but the places that should have been open, like the bathrooms, where people could clean themselves and clean their hands, they were shut down.
One of the reasons Johnson and her colleagues work so hard.
Luckily, we have really good attorneys who don't sleep much, and so we're making do.
Telling people who get the notice to leave,
they need to call somebody immediately
to make the call that could help them rebound through some of the toughest times of this pandemic. Legal Services of North Florida has forms and how-to guides on what to do if you're served eviction papers. Right now, their office visits are by appointment only. I am adding links to get you started, though, with this story under the Rebound section of WTXL.TV.